my last video, I introduced you to a house by the name of Sonoma Scent Studio, run by Lori Erickson. And I wanted to review another scent by that house. This is one that really charmed me, being that it's still winter, I guess, even though it seems to be warming up here in Texas already. Damn. Had I only known about this last year, I'm sure that it would have been on my Christmas list. This is called, despite my attempt to change its name, I'm sorry, Lori, I remember I tried to call this Amber Intense. I can read, I promise you. This is Amber Incense. Amber Incense. So, about Amber Incense. This is one of only 4 scents in Sonoma Scent Studios' Sonoma Naturals collection. And Sonoma Naturals collection consists of scents that are made with natural botanicals in a base of natural organic grain alcohol. And they are completely 100% natural, with the exception of one, I think she said, which was only 99% natural. But that's not this one. This is 100% natural. The others in that collection are cocoa sandalwood, spiced citrus vetiver. Doesn't that sound amazing? Spiced citrus vetiver, and Pacific Forest. I do have Pacific Forest, and I will be reviewing that eventually. That's one of the samples that she sent me. So the notes for Amber Incense include elemi, Szechuan pepper, CO2 again, carbon dioxide. It's just the means by which the essential oils were distilled from the product. Clove bud absolute, rose absolute, jasmine sambac absolute, beeswax, frankincense, cedar, New Caledonia sandalwood absolute, labdanum oak moss absolute, oakwood CO2, patchouli heliotrope isolate, natural apricot isolate blend, natural damascenone isolate, tonka, benzoin absolute, cocoa absolute, and vanilla. So, a lot of things going on. I think there's always a lot of things going on in fragrance. It just happens to be that Lori just released more notes or released more ingredients than your average perfumer does. You'd be lucky to get, 6 or 8 ingredients from the average note list, but she gives you, it looks like, I haven't counted, but probably 12 or 14 or more. One of the really nice things about Amber Incense that makes it feel ultra luxurious, and you can sort of see it in the bottle a little bit, how oily it is. It only comes in one concentration. It only comes in a parfum. Now, not eau de parfum, but almost like an extrait, like a parfum concentration. As far as smell goes, this is a big, bold amber on the top. It's an amber and frankincense scent, but it's one that quickly sort of becomes more subtle and shows its true character and its multifacetedness. Amber and frankincense are pretty strong on the top, kind of domineering. That it's usually what undergirds them, sort of supports them and surrounds them, that makes the scent the most interesting. And I think Lori made some really, really fabulous choices in that regard here. First, you get this soft, bright, unobtrusive Szechuan pepper that sort of nips at your nose just to sort of invite you in. And then you get this sort of amber frankincense combination that rests on a resinous base shared with just the barest hint of the sweetness of dried fruit. Especially that apricot. There's like a plummy apricot or something in there. I usually try to refrain from comparing houses and comparing perfumers, but as my cat tries to escape. But I hope Lori will excuse me just this one time. Several weeks ago, I happened to finally get my nose on a sample of Arabi by Serge Lutens. And I think if Arabi had succeeded as a perfume, which I don't think it does, at least in my eyes, Arabi would have been amber incense, because amber incense is better, and it's doing a lot of the same things. This is just so much better. I think Serge Lutens he let that whole boozy, candied fruits just completely take over the scent. Here, they play a background role. The amber and the frankincense sort of sing on their own. The sweetness is sort of controlled. It's modulated. Just you get that plummy and stuff, and that apricot are listed in the notes. But the amber and the frankincense have the stage, just as they should, I think. As it dies on my skin after a good long time, it's a really soft, fruity leather. Not overly sweet fruit, just dried, fruity leather. But the amber never quite disappears. So it's a really, really nice dry down. Lori Erickson, like I described in the last video in Fig Tree, she's the owner, the perfumer, creative director. She's the everything over at Sonoma Scent Studios. Told me that amber incense was an all natural, and that because of this, it was softer than some other scents. If this is the case, then I think someone needs to alert the feds, because she must be making thermonuclear bombs in her studio if she uses synthetics. I can't imagine something being, a lot stronger than this. This has some real sillage to it and some real staying power, and it's quite nice, especially for winter, for colder weather. It has that ability to cut through cold air very, very well. For me, like I said, the longevity was commendable as anything in her mixed media collection. Mixed media being those scents that she puts out that are not necessarily 100% botanicals, that she might use, a fixative or something like that helps it last longer. But this amber incense is 100% natural. Again, sillage, quite impressive. Due to the fact that amber incense is an all-natural botanical, it is slightly more expensive than some of her other stuff, like Fig Tree. But it's maybe $40 or $50 more for, I think, a 2-ounce bottle. No, I'm wrong. She sells them in 34 mils and 17 mils. Instead of 30 and 15, she does 34 mils and 17 mils. So for a 34 mil bottle. But to be honest, the quality is just, this is such a warm, it's just worth it. It's just worth it. Really, when it's cold outside, there is nothing better than an amber incense fragrance. Okay? I mean, for me, at least, I'm just speaking as a sort of spicy amber leather kind of lover. There's just nothing better than being wrapped up in a scent like this. Just say goodbye to the money. You don't need it anyway. I mean, what all perfumers live off of are daydreams and olfactory reminiscences anyway, right? So, when you get your 34 ml bottle, which I Very much encourage you to do if you love amber and incense. You'll have plenty of those daydreams to occupy you, I promise. Go out and get some of this stuff. When I start buying again, which I never like to buy during warm months because I'm afraid my perfume is going to get ruined in the mail after, sitting in hot weather for a week. This is near the top of the list, if not at the top of the list. Amber Incense by Sonoma Scent Studio. Thanks so much, Lori, for the sample, and I will be talking about more of them soon. Bye, guys.